Hi everyone, hope you're all well and welcome to Sunday Shave, DE Shave, and another Donald Navy Goat special today. I'd just like to ask you a question, Donald, as well. As soon as I seen this razor, I thought Gillette Fat Tech, because I've got a similar vintage one, but the one I've got a solid handle and this one's a hollow, even though it looks solid. Still a heavyweight, good head on it. It's a non-adjustable 3-piece Gillette B1 1956 razor, and it came in this beautiful box here, if you can see, and that's the blade holder in the gold. Look at that. God, I'm lucky. Thanks, Donald. And that's the case. Now it does say on this case, just about to see something there, that says Gillette, and inside, no, you won't pick it up, it says just on the back there, it says Aristocrat, Gillette Aristocrat. So I was just wondering, is that this razor? Is this a Gillette Aristocrat, or is it another name for it, or is it just it was sent in this box? But everything fits so perfectly, so it could be a range they had then, an aristocratic razor. So if you could answer that, I'd be very, very grateful. Thanks, Donald. So look at this. I mean, you imagine having, if they were still making things like this in the shops, and you bought your partner, your boyfriend, your husband, or sorry, if your wife, your girlfriend or your partner bought you one of these. Fantastic, thanks so much, they mean a lot, and they'll be kept as a Gillette B1, as Donald stated, and it's obviously it's a 3-piece non-adjustable, lovely grip, and look at this, gold, and 1956, and I'm using a Gillette super thin blade in it, brand new, and I got, this is a 3rd day's growth, and I'll be using Erasmic shaving cream today, nice and easy, with my Omega Badger brush and the red mixing bowl, of course. And I've not long come out the shower, but I am going to just wet my face. So I hope you've all had a nice week, and I hope you all had a nice weekend, or if you're watching this maybe early in the morning, I hope you have a nice Sunday. Oh, have a smell of that, eh? Nothing amazing, but soapy. This soapy, clean, fresh smell. And that's why I'm using the Cologne I'm using today, because that's another fresh, clean smell, you know, refreshing to the nostrils. There's a new one for you. And that's lovely. And I'd like to thank Edwin Jagger, and in particular Sophie, who I was in contact with from Edwin Jagger, who sent me a gift pack, and you'll see the gift pack and what everything which was in it. I was given a choice of fragrances, and I've gone down the citrus route, shall we say. But just to say, they've sent me a razor, a brush, aftershave lotion, shaving soap, a shaving soap refill, shaving cream, moisture cream, and blades. And how they've come in, oh, so, you know, thank you very much. You know, getting Edwin Jagger, you know, it's unbelievable, isn't it? And they watched Oh, I had a little note saying, you know, we're glad you liked our DE89L, so they must have seen the videos, you see. Anyway, thanks very much, Edwin Jagger. And when I use them products, I'll put a link to their website in the description, but I'll talk about that in the video I use them in. Anyway, here we go. Gillette B1, made in 1956, or is it a Gillette Aristocrat? I'm not sure, you see, so maybe Donald can answer that, because he's the very kind gentleman from America that sent me this. So, on to the first pass. Yeah, not an aggressive razor whatsoever, but a classic Gillette non-adjustable. You can feel the blade, but nothing major. Now I tell you, it's difficult. Even though I love these razors, the vintage, the antique, the history, but I feel criminal using it. You know, it should be preserved in a box, but then again, it should be, you know, brought back to life and used and appreciated. But I do clean the razors. You know, I strip them, clean them, dry them, and put them back. So, you know, even though I use these old razors, if anybody ever worries, like I would if I seen someone using an old razor, I'd probably say to myself, oh, I hope you look after that, you know. So I do look after them the best I can. But I tell you what, going through that, oh, lovely, going through that growth. Not an aggressive razor, but certainly does the job. Birds are whistling away here today, and that particular one is a blackbird. Too much information, he said. Yeah, so I hope you're all doing alright, and you're having some good shaves. And there's a lot of people been saying in the comments that they've, which is lovely to hear actually, they've been inspired by these videos to actually change over to DE, double-edged razors, and you know, really enjoying it. It was better than they thought, and some people are taken straight to it. And sorry they didn't do it many years ago, and others have a few sort of teething problems, but you know, they're willing to carry on, and that's what it's all about. Anybody, as us DE shavers will know, you come across little obstacles and little problems, but you know, there's no rule book where, well, some people think there is. You know, they follow this rule book and you know, you can only go that straight, and if you know, no, you can branch off the straight road to go round problems and then come back onto the straight road. You know, you can alter things to your liking, to your preference. There's no law with anything. You know, nobody's going to come and knock your door and arrest you for shaving the wrong way. Why is this man in court? Well, he didn't follow the rule book, Your Honour. He shaved his own way. Right, take him down, 3 years imprisonment and bread and water. You know, it's not going to... You do it as what you feel, you know, and if you're not happy with a razor, if you're scared, don't continue with it. Just go back to it. You know, you don't want to be scared of anything, really. Just take your time, and no pressure. No pressure. Oh, this is beautiful cream. If you ever... The soap is good as well, the soap version. That's the soap version, comes in a tub. And this is the cream version, comes in a tube. And it's just, it's thick, creamy, silky, lovely sort of soapy smell. Nothing, you know, fancy, just soapy smell. Just what an old-fashioned shave should be. And I know you're all running out of the bathroom, grabbing the Erasmics and razors and... I'm really joking. Second pass across the growth. I try not to talk rubbish, but to no avail, I'm afraid. Oh, it's lovely, 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 lovely. My little trick with sort of non-aggressive razors, as you've seen in the Wilkinson sword, no pressure, it was a used blade and I cut myself there. But I will say that I am talking and filming, so that could be part of it, but it happens. But what I was going to say is, with these sort of razors, I find, this is me personally, I'm not telling anybody what to do, you know, because I'm not an expert. I keep saying that because I don't want people to find this channel and think, oh, he's an expert here. You know, I'm not an expert. It's just a hobby and a passion I'm sharing with you wonderful friends. And short, get there in the end, short strokes, that's what I was going to say. I find something like this, especially on the first pass, just short sort of strokes and then rinse. You'll never rinse it too often. Oof, lovely. That is nice. Ooh. Nice soapy smell. And it's peaked. PTP, peaked to perfection. And do you know what, I read an article, well, the wife handed, I should have brought it with me, I'll try and remember it for the next video. It's an article in a magazine showing that, believe it or not, some women shave their face, and there's a picture in the article with a lady with, like this, lathered up. And there's some, I haven't read it, but there's some reason behind it, I suppose. But due to knowledge gathered, statistics, I'm trying to say, statistics, good grief. On my channel, it does state, or it did state, the last time I looked, there is 3% of the viewers of this channel are women. So maybe they do shave their face. Right, we'll go against the growth now. I dig a hole, I do dig a hole and I fall straight in. Bird reckons and all. Nice, isn't it? You can't beat this, can you? Going back to, it must have been like this in the old days. No rushing, you know, no mobile phone ringing. Where are you? No emails barging through, and no well, there would have been meetings, but nothing major. Slower pace. So have your shave like this in the morning before your commute to work. Birds whistling. Nice, isn't it? Good slickness too. Very good slickness actually, you can feel it there now. And if I just did that with water, I could go over that again. Just to make sure. Right, onto the moustache area. Starting as I always do. This is what I was saying about going off that straight road, finding a little way of your own and coming back. And this is, I mean, you should officially, it says, shave straight up now. But I don't, because it's too tender, too tuggy, and I would have terrific razor burn and irritation. So I came up with the idea of doing it this way, just to take the edge off it, and then gradually, each pass you do, turn up. And it works a treat. And there's a few people who've tried it themselves and said it works for them. So it's nice when you can, because you're always learning. Everybody's always learning. And if you're coming off multi-blade cartridges to this way of shaving, the first thing I would say, because my brothers did the same problem, they cut themselves to bits. If you remember a while back, if you've watched my channel, I gave my brothers razors, soap, blades, and listen to this, and moisture cream, and cologne, I think. And I told them to go and watch the videos, or I would have gone there and been with them every step of the way. But what the biggest mistake with a multi-blade cartridge, because they were pressuring, and you have to with some of them because you won't get anything off, putting pressure on, and they're relatively safe. Of course, he came to this sort of razor, thought he could do the same thing, pressing away, God, and he cut himself, he had irritation, and he put himself off. So I think he will gradually go back to it, but you see, that's the biggest mistake, so no pressure whatsoever. And that's it. That is fantastic. Oh, smooth. Feel that? Hey? Nice? Right, rinse. I'm sorry I keep going on and on. Oh, another new towel. Right. Well, no witch hazel today with tea tree oil. It was nice that too. I've added a bit too much, I think. Tea tree oil, because that is pure tea tree oil from Australia, and it's no weak stuff. Right, and this is the stuff we're using. Barbus Classic. Oh, have a sniffer of that. Fresh, clean. Oh, bit of a tingle, nothing much. Oh, a bit more of that. Oh yeah. Bit of a fumey. Clean, fresh scent. Ready to start the day. Look at that. Have a go on, go on, be a hand out, you can have a I bet you did you? No, I know you're not that silly. And to lock it all in, a bit of Nivea today, 0% alcohol. Quite thin, this liquidy, so what I do is I do it always, really rub it in like that. Not much, you don't need much. And then rub it. Oh, lovely, lovely. I tell you something though, my skin is much better for shaving this way, much better. It looks healthier, to me anyway. Right, and that's I shall keep you good gentlemen and 3% ladies no longer. Just to recap then, Gillette B1 3-piece non-adjustable razor made in 1956. Comes in the box which fits it absolutely perfectly, but it says on the box Gillette Aristocrat, so I'm just waiting to hear off Donald if that's what it is, or was it just sent in that box, because as soon as I seen it, it's like my little vintage Fat Tech, so I'm not sure. So you know, a lovely razor. Thanks again, Donald. Oh, forgot to say, just a slight overhang. There we go, see? So, but shaved lovely. Mild razor, rinsed regular, works a treat. Fantastic. Then Omega brush with red mixing bowl and Erasmic shaving cream. Fantastic lather, silky, slick, and even when you've been over the skin, leaves a lovely slickness, so you can re-go over the skin if you wish to. Fantastic stuff. Lovely smell, scent, very soapy, clean smell, as a shaving, old-fashioned shaving, God, I can't speak, old-fashioned shaving soap should smell. You try and say it. And then we put some Barbus Classic Cologne. Lovely, again, fresh and clean. And then Nivea Men Sensitive 0% alcohol. And the Gillette super thin blade. Perform together perfectly. Sorry about that. The battery just went like that, didn't give me a warning. It was showing low, but normally it'll flash. But it didn't, it just went off, the damn thing. So I'm just in a slightly different, that's where I was shaving in there, you can see the stuff still there. But I meant to say thanks for watching, and thanks for your time, and I'll see you on Wednesday for Wednesday's shaving video.